So at the age of 23, I had 40 hours of personal training clients per week, which netted me over six figures of personal income per year, actually with zero expenses. So in this video, I'm going to explain how I got my first five PT clients and the limiting beliefs and the techniques, tips, and tools that I use to get them, and how you can too if you're an aspiring personal trainer or if you're a current personal trainer and you just want to get more clients. So, the first thing is where I started. I started out at Team Bath, which is at the University of Bath, which is a really, really good place to start off with. I had loads of mentors and loads of help to get me into this whole world. And I started off at £9 an hour, basically. I was just doing shift work and I just really, really, really enjoyed it. It was super, super fun. It was just amazing to be able to go around and share the knowledge of all the training that I've done in the past and actually help other people with their training. And to be honest, I never really saw it as a job, right? It was just something that I was doing to finish off at uni. So in my third year of uni, I took this job. It was £9 an hour. And I just absolutely loved it. And that eventually worked up to me doing classes. So if you don't know, you can do work on the gym floor, you can do classes, and then you can do personal training. Where £9 an hour is gym floor work, about £20 an hour is a class, and then upwards of £30 to £100 an hour is personal training. And the thing is with this was I was petrified of being a personal trainer because myself, I never had a personal trainer. I would shudder at spending anything more than £40 a month on a gym membership, let alone £50 for 1 hour of training. And I think quite honestly, at this point in my career, I didn't value my time enough to actually realize that I was worth that money. But also more importantly, and this is one I'm hinting at something that I'm going to get to later. You're not training yourself. You're training someone else, right? And they value different things. They make more or less money than you. They value different things in their life more or less than you. And you know things that they don't know. And also you can keep them accountable, right? And so the key lesson in this is people want personal trainers. You go to any gym, PTs are doing really, really well. Now more than ever, PT has been an incredible career to get into, and I'm actually extremely lucky that I got into it, which eventually led me to then own my own gym, which now has 12 plus staff, 160 members, which is doing really well. So, just a quick note on the mindset. Again, I really enjoyed doing the £9 an hour work. I would do as much of that as possible. And I really enjoyed doing the classes. And that's because I think I was good at it and it was my comfort zone. But also, I was basically personal training while I was doing that £9 an hour work. What I see nowadays with a lot of the staff that I have and the people that come to me asking for advice on how to get into personal training and grow your client base is everyone says, no, I'm not going to work for free. Okay. And the thing is, let's go here. Why not? What does that even mean? What does value even mean? If you're going to give something for free, why wouldn't someone take that? Okay. So a really good example of this is Warren Buffett, right? And he had someone to come. No, he went to go work somewhere after I think he graduated from Stanford, I think it was, and he went to work there because he wanted to work under one of the best investment bankers in the world. And he said, I'll work for free, I'll do everything. And the guy who was going to hire him said, you're overpriced. How is that possible? And I will touch on this in more videos in future. My whole channel is going to be about business, my life experiences, and just documenting it so I can give these lessons to you guys. If you are in the fitness industry or business or in personal training or anything, I would recommend subscribing and following along. But I'm going to hint at this now. We'll look at it more in future. Let's have a look at the value equation. So value is equal to the dream times by how likely just about see the likely, maybe not, divided by time delay multiplied by effort and sacrifice. Okay, let me move that over there so you can see it. So, this is why you could work for free and people will not take you up on the offer. You have to understand this equation, right? And so let's think about our clients. Their dream is they would like to get stronger, they would like to build muscle, they'd like to look better in a bikini, they'd like to be healthier, right? All of the above, but we have to figure it out for them. Likelihood is very interesting. If someone came to me and I charge more than £100 an hour, and I don't do personal training anymore, but if I was to do anything, I'd probably charge upwards of £100, £200 an hour. They are more likely to achieve me because I have done thousands of hours of personal training, right? If you go to a physician or a surgeon and they've done their first surgery compared to someone who's done their 1000th surgery, which one are you more likely to get the desired outcome, right? And you divide that by the time delay, which is how long it takes to get the result, and then effort, which is what they have to start doing, and sacrifice, which is what they have to stop doing. I will do a whole video on this in future, but it's really, really important to look at this. This is why sometimes if you work for free, people will still not take you up. But for me, the mindset was, and from my staff, a lot of it is, I don't want to work for free. I value my time, which is great. But the thing is you're just not good enough yet, right? You haven't got a high enough likelihood of achievement. You haven't done the reps in order to give someone the outcome. And so in their mind, you're overpriced, even if you're free, let alone £50 an hour. And so this moves on to how I actually got into doing my kind of PT career. Okay. So initially how I took the leap was this was during lockdown when you're still allowed to do personal training outside. And I was like, well, I'm not really doing anything else. And actually at the time, I think during the first lockdown, this was the second lockdown when I really got into it. The first lockdown was when I was developing this ebook called Begin Bodyweight. And I basically was trying to understand how to get into calisthenics. And I wanted to have something where I could give these tools and techniques to. And so what I did is I'm pretty sure I got it here somewhere. Yeah. I literally went on Instagram, one of my social medias, and it said, hey, does anyone want a free program to get into bodyweight training? And if they took the free program, I said, cool. Do you want to meet for a free session, one-on-one, outside in the park to get into it? And actually looking back, the timing was perfect because it was during lockdown. You were still allowed to PT. A lot of people couldn't do PT. / couldn't go to the gym. And so it was a really good time for them to learn something new. And so looking at this, I utilized these free sessions as an opportunity. Now, no one taught me sales at this time. No one taught me what to do. So what I did is I gave them a free program, right? Then I met them in person. I had an hour and I just did all I could. I gave them the best experience. I personalized it to them. I tried to understand everything about them. Some people I ended up giving books to them just to kind of help them out afterwards. I just established like overall rapport. Then I just went above and beyond. And honestly, at this point in my career, and actually all through my career so far, everything I would have done for free. 100%. 100%. But funny enough, how now it's gotten to the point where I can make really good money from it. And actually, after doing this for free, 1 year later, I was making over 6 figures as a personal trainer, right? With over 40 hours of clients per week. But I started off free. And that's because, number one, I had to learn what to do in a session. But number two, I had to gain the confidence, right? I had to understand how to do this stuff. And so it really isn't hard how to get your first few clients, which is kind of the overall thing of this. I just use social media, right? And the thing is some of you think right now, well, I have no followers. Well, do you have friends? Do you have family? Yeah? Okay. Well, make a list. Make an offer. Message. List. That's it. Very simple. So make a list. You have friends, you have family, you know people, you have people on your email, you have Facebook friends, you have school friends. Then make an offer, and the offer is I will write you a program for free and I will give you your first hour of personal training for free. And the third thing is message the list. Now, this is some advice I took from an amazing guy called Alex Hormozi, and he basically said, don't message them being like, hey, do you want any personal training? It's, hey, Susan, how's it going? Long time no see. She says, really good, Ollie. Lovely to see you. How you been? I'm like, no, all good. I saw you had a baby recently. How's that? I know you were training in the gym. How's that been going? It's actually been really, really hard. I've kind of fallen out of my routine. Well, actually, funnily enough for you, Susan, I'm offering a free program and a free personal training session. Do you know anyone that might want to take me up on that offer? Bam. And if you did 10 of those a day, 20 of those, and this is not just for personal training, this is for any service or any offer, right? If you do that every single day, do you reckon it'd be more likely you're going to get more clients? So let's have a look at this. So this is the social media outreach element. And I got multiple inquiries from this, right? And I spent weeks fulfilling all of them, doing these free sessions, these free programs. And you know what happened? I got better, right? I learned, if I say this makes that better. That person didn't actually do that, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and then someone gave me money. And that person knows who he is, and he's been a big mentor to me in my life. Absolutely incredible. But this guy was training with me 4 times a week. 4 times a week. That's £200 a week that I was making off this one dude. And the thing is I was doing what I love outside, talking to an incredible businessman, learning loads from him, and he gave me money for it. And that's because people don't buy from you based on some airy-fairy thing. They buy from you based on the value they expect to get, and they expect it to be a bargain, right? And so when the value exceeds the price, they will buy. And the best way to show value, if you're not good at marketing, is just to meet them in person and give it for free and show them how good you are. Simple as, right? The thing is this takes work. And at the time, yes, I had little to do. I was actually, at first I had little to do, and then eventually I was working 7 a.m. until 7 p.m. Monday to Friday, and then 8 hours of clients on a weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Like, second lockdown was hard for me. But that led directly to co-owning Cali Unity and doing everything that I've ever been proud of when it comes to my career. So I've obviously prepared for the sessions and made sure they were all good. I just completely made sure that I under-promised and over-delivered when it came to these sessions. Okay. And funnily enough, I had 0 expenses, which was cool. So I was taking in, I think it was about, at this time, it was about 90 grand. I was taking in profit, 0 expenses. So no gym fees, none of that stuff. Right. And the thing is I can tell you all of these things, right? I can tell you about this. I can tell you to do this. The thing is there's something in your head right now saying to you, I'm scared of posting on my social media that I'm a personal trainer because people know me as this other guy. I feel like my time is worth more than free, and I don't want to give it away for free. What other ones are there? I don't think I'm good enough yet, and I think I need to improve before I do personal training, right? And this video is 15 minutes already, so I'm going to go over these in future, but these are just beliefs that you can overcome, and if you do overcome them, it's very, very simple. You just have to do this and make sure that you're reaching out to people and reaching out to friends, and you'll get better as a consequence of it. Okay, so if you enjoyed that, guys, make sure to click subscribe, follow along, and I'm going to be making loads more of these videos when it comes to business, when it comes to personal training, when it comes to owning a gym, fitness, everything. Just basically lessons that I've learned from my life that I feel like if I was 18 or if I was coming up in my career, these would be really useful lessons. And so I can save you from all the failure and pain of going through them. All right. So thanks so much for listening, guys. Any comment below if this is useful, or any questions or anything, and I will get back and answer them. All right. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one.